That's my opinion on seeds. I don't want seeds.
I'm being attacked by phantoms. I probably should leave this area.
Stream just came up. Alright, new stream is happening. Let's check the audio. Stream just came up. Blah de blah, Neil.
I'm assuming this one won't be as long, I'm sure.
I mean, if we play another, like, 5 hours or so, there is something wrong with us. Like, it is currently...
Yeah.
I have nothing to do today, so I could see myself doing it. But even me, who has nothing to do today, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
We got a comment. Well, at least the stream says we got a comment. I can't see it. Also, I should probably stop switching it to day. So instead, I'll just grab some of my torches. What's all that noise? I don't know, stuff going on in Skylar's background.
Yeah, it's probably my dog.
Making dog sounds. Basement. How is Yoko anyways? Yoko and Kim Asian. You know, the more quiet about this joke that you're being, the more people are gonna think that you actually have Japanese people tied up in you don't even have a basement.
Nope.
But the world doesn't know that.
Yes, get stuck. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not.
I hate phantoms.
Phantoms
I was trying to kill this phantom. I was trying to kill this phantom because it got stuck, and then the other one came and hit me and knocked me off my pedestal.
I wonder if the plan was to, whichever creature won that ballot thing, I wonder if the plan was always to make that creature have phantom membrane or something that would act as phantom membrane.
I don't know.
Because without phantoms, we had no ways of repairing Electras.
Right.
And I assume Electras were in the game before phantoms.
They were.
Okay.
At least I think.
1, 2. Ooh, this is perfect. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Don't believe what your mama told you.
I mean, these things are gonna fucking kill me.
I don't know what else to build. I should probably build something with wool carpet. That way I can light up the area a little bit. There are obviously going to be some bookcases I'm going to have to make later. Let's look at the outside. First of all, let's put the doors back. No, I like how Hawkeye looks. I'm pretty proud of this. And it doesn't look exactly like the banner station, which is good. Because they're not the same building. What I could do is I could build a superhero, or a supervillain I suppose, on each side. That being said, Hawkeye took up a lot of room. So, I don't know how well that would work out for me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a space-saving measure I could take if I needed to. But again, still, it's a risky business. Let's see if I even have the materials to make Red Hood's face. Let's think this through. Do I have red? You know what? You're doing stuff at your house, right?
Currently, no. I'm currently outside, out in the back, getting dark oak.
I'm gonna come say hello.
Well, I'm gonna go back to my house.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm heading to say hello. Let me just find the half man and then I'll be on my way. There it is. Now I should probably drop off all this other crap. Not even kidding, when my Wi-Fi went out, I was like, is someone in my house? Someone shutting off my Wi-Fi and trying to get me to go downstairs, that way I'll try to hook it back up. But then it was like, oh, nope, Wi-Fi's still on my phone, it was just a PS4 thing. I also need to light up the Hawkeye thing. I'll do that later.
Yeah.
Right now I'll just set it to day long enough to get a look at it in the sunlight. Look at that, audience.
And then you're like, I need to stop setting it today. And then you're like, oh yeah.
Oh, shit!
Ooh.
Literally, this is really cool. The people on my screen would have seen it. You know how that said doomed to fall by Creeper? I wasn't on a cliff or anything. The Creeper's explosion was so big, it sent me right up into the air.
Wow.
I should also probably... You remind me of my ex. Every time you bring back childhood memories. Just kidding, this ex was not someone I knew during childhood. Although now I'm imagining how life would have been if I did know them during my childhood. That would have been a weird life. Oh, we got another comment that I can't see. Thank you, commenter. I can't see your comment. But thanks for being there. You know what? Even though I can't see you, you know that you were there. Why the fuck am I getting this sand? What is it I wanted to do? I don't think I said out loud what I was going to do.
You didn't even say you were getting sand.
Commenter, thank you for commenting again, but I can't see it. Here, I will close out the YouTube app altogether and reopen it. Oh, I'm looking down. Badoop. Oh, I remember. I was gonna fix Hawkeye's H. But I don't have a pickaxe. Yeah, commenter, thanks for commenting once again. But, apologies. Really, really, really can't see your comment. I'm just saying that repeatedly because, like, I love it when people comment. But if you're, like, asking me really important questions, like, Neil, tell me, like, your full name or I'm gonna die. Now the friggin' thing is telling me there's no one watching, but there are 8 comments.
They left because you can't see their comments.
Probs. I'm just making Hawkeye's H a little more thick.
THICC?
Yeah. 9 comments. I can't see any of them. Looking better, so I might as well continue to fix it. But then I'm coming to your house, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So you better dust your jimmies.
What's a jimmy?
That's the thing that attaches your your cupboards to the wall. Actually, let's just take a look how it looks like that. I mean, that doesn't look bad, but I should fix it anyways. If the stream crashes again, I kind of want to keep playing.
Well, my stream's been fine.
Alright, well, fuck! If the stream crashes, then everybody should go over to Skylar's View to watch the extended cut, the director's cut, if you will. Dude, they released a director's cut of Spider-Man Far From Home. It's in IMAX right now. Apparently, there's new scenes. Apparently, Silvermane is in it. This extended cut apparently has Silvermane.
Interesting.
I mean, I feel like he's probably just going to be a one-off thing. Okay, let's see if I can see those comments. Yeah, no, I still only see one comment, so I can only assume that the thing popping up with multiple comments is a glitch. So, you know, dang it if you're real, but if you're not, I mean, if you're not, you don't care. Yeah, I like that I fixed the H. It's bigger now. Actually, there is one thing bugging me about it. Even though it's bigger, the line in between, ooh, I gotta fix that. It's gonna bug me all night if I don't. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab this, because I'll need this. And boop. Ba-doop. Boop. 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 Alright, I think I'm done. Let's give it a look. And if I'm not done, then well, fuck it, I'm done for now. I don't... It's too big now. It's too thick. Too thick. I have to fix. Skylar, are you dead? What's going on? You okay?
I'm not dead.
Skylar's not dead. He's decently alive.
Yay.
He's alive, but only by technical definition. I'm alive, but only on the outside. On the inside, I'm super dead. Oh, that could be my fourth song. I'm alive, but only on the outside. Yeah, that would fit right in with two grown men with chainsaws fucking. That could be funny. I might use that. I might use that. Alright, Skylar, I'm coming over to say hello.
Hello.
And also, I think the people of my stream would like to have a look of how your area has changed.
Well, the outside hasn't changed much.
I mean, apparently the inside has. Maybe you have more rooms. Oh wow, by your super excitable response, I'm sure that's it. I said maybe you have more rooms, and then you just didn't say anything, so I teased you for not saying
Maybe.
anything. Did I tell you about the newest thing that happened to me on the bus?
What?
So, This is very recent. And by very recent, I mean this happened like 4 days ago. So, I'm on the bus. And I'm just sort of chilling, relaxing. I kind of have a migraine, so I'm actually trying to sort of keep to myself. And there's this guy who is like, he kind of looks like me. He's around the same weight as me. His face looks stupid, so just imagine someone with a stupid face. And he was wearing very thick glasses. And he looks to me and says, "So Cole, when are we going to go out sometime?" And I just sort of looked at him and went, "What?" And, "Oh, you got a glass elevator." And he went, "Cole, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not going to keep lying to my parents about what we're doing. And Gina isn't going to pretend to be my girlfriend." And I replied, "Well, we shouldn't keep this a secret from Gina." And I see, because I had to assume this guy was fucking with me. So I keep, like, making jokes and going along with it. And then I come to the conclusion, this guy is not fucking with me, and he wants me to get off the bus with him and meet his parents. So either this guy is completely convinced of his own delusion, or, and this is actually what my theory is, this guy is trying to rob me. And thinks that I'm dumb enough to go with the joke so far that I will get off the bus with him. I didn't end up doing it, but I went along with it until that point.
Ow.
Get out of here, you footums.
There we go.
Hey, Skylar, a phantom just hit you. Skylar, why are you hitting me?
It was a phantom, I swear.
I'm not a phantom, Skylar. What would give you that impression?
You moved that bag in your room.
I didn't move it, a
You
ghost
said it
did.
was a ghost.
Yeah, it was a ghost. I'm not
You're
a
a phantom.
ghost. Let's just go to bed.
I didn't invite you.
Up! That's vampire rules, bro. I'm not a vampire, I'm a Kneale. You got any ideas for the comic shop?
Oh.
I mean, I had an idea where I put up banners in there for comic book characters, but if I do that, we're gonna reach the banner limit. I mean, well, I was able to place 100 the other night, so maybe we're far away from the banner limit.
It was just weird and decided to say the banner limit was there.
Yeah, I have it on footage. Like, I went back and watched the live stream just to be sure I didn't hallucinate or something. And
No, I saw
definitely had it.
What are the requirements for, like, the enchantment table, like, for the bookshelves around it? Does it just have to be up? Does the bookshelves do anything around an enchantment table?
I
I've
think
heard that
you
before.
have to put it in the center and surround it by bookshelves. I mean, if I were you, honestly, if you have access to your phone, I would just Google it, because I do not do enchantment stuff. Also, one of the things I'm going to build, which I'm probably actually going to do after I'm done with the comic shop, this might be the next thing. You know how we've been talking about a railroad shortcut to each other's houses?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Have fun with that. It's gonna take a little bit. I got a bunch of rails.
I mean, I've also got a bunch of rails.
Just all of the powered ones.
I mean, if you're willing to give me some, I'll take them. I mean, I have redstone, so I can make powered rails. Okay. So what am I missing? I've got the cool superhero intro thing. What are the walls of this place gonna look like? I need to somehow give the impression that this is a comic shop. I feel like I'm gonna have to use some banners, but I should be tactful about how I use the banners. Also, I feel like I should make my own Comic-Con in Minecraft. I guess that would have to be something we can RP.
Wow,
But
I unintentionally made exactly the amount of bookshelves I need to make the most powerful enchantment table.
I did that the other day with something else. God fucking damn it. Oh, my pickaxe broke. I'm punching it. Enjoy watching this, audience. This is your content for the next 24 hours. We're almost done. 2 more. This one's almost broken. Ooh, 1 more left.
Ah, Philly.
Oh, well, since I got you here, I guess those watching could consider this a teaser for the upcoming D&D show we're gonna do called Atlas. Skylar, what exactly is the origin of frickin' Suicide and Hazard? I know it was a situation of like, you know, I know Suicide is trying to kill herself and shit, but spoiler alert, guys, that's why she's called Suicide.
Wow.
But I'm not like entirely sure of what gave either of them the powers. Like, I know you mentioned at one point it was a serum.
That I think I've changed.
I just need to know because for the intro, everybody's like origin is somewhat referenced.
So, what happens is there's
Hello,
like...
V Rifty, welcome to the stream. I can see
I don't
your
know
comments.
I don't know exactly all the details, because I haven't thought all of it out. But, there's at least... I know for a fact that, it's a virus, parasite almost, that comes from the same universe as another character in our thing, because they come from there's different realms and stuff in our...
Okay, so you want your powers to be directly connected to that race?
Sort of. See, it's a virus that, it's like a parasite that killed off a lot of them. And, to escape it, they came here, and it ended up following them anyway. And it started ravaging Earth, and, it got frozen in time in the north, like in like Antarctica or something like that, Antarctica or
that fucking creeper blew up the crafting table.
One of the polar ice caps, and
Hazard discovered it.
They I don't think maybe either he discovered it or some sort of a company discovered it, because...
Okay, I can help with this. For the longest time, like when you started doing stuff, Isaac sort of drifted away from this. But Isaac directly had a teacher and worked in robotics. So maybe they were studying this thing, and you just happened to be there through Isaac.
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, I'm not saying it's a Peter Parker situation where you didn't have any training or such before you got your powers, but that could be how you ended up getting it.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I come here to craft? Okay, carpeting. I wanted to craft carpeting. Okay. Thank you, VRitty, for liking the stream. This one's probably not going to be super long, because we just got off at the tail end of like a 5-hour one, and it crashed. So this one's just sort of an epilogue. But, you know, we're doing things. I need wool, boy. I just need some gray wool, son. Gray wool.
Stop.
Stone. Gray wool. Stone. I am dying. Part of me is just like,
dying.
Kneale, go to sleep. But there's another part of me that's like, Kneale. Kneale.
You must stay up.
No, it's not even saying that. It's just saying, Kneale. Okay. As if I'm supposed to know something. And it wants to tell... As if it wants to tell me something, but I already know what it's trying to tell me. So instead of telling me, it's just like, hey, Kneale. Hey. 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 Don't forget, Kneale. Don't forget. And I'm like, I don't even know!
But the reason Suicide got infected, the original plan was, since he was basically a zombie, is that he was going to infect her himself.
Ew. Wait, so he wanted to do it?
No. Like, zombie version of him did it.
Oh, okay.
That was the original plan. But, now I'm thinking it was more specifically the parasite that did it. Like, that it did it on its own. Because they... That's the closest. Yeah.
Because, for those who don't understand, Skylar's character can't die. When he dies, he comes back, has, like, this superpowered zombie thing. So, I guess Suicide, like, I'm still trying to learn stuff, too. So, we're all learning together. But, Suicide, I guess, is the product of just repeated attempts to end oneself? To the point where she may always kind of be in that super strong form?
Well, it'll affect people differently depending on who it gets on, or who it basically bonds with.
Oh,
but
is it a Venom situation?
Kinda. If it infects the person, infect is a better word. Afflict, maybe, that's a good word. But if it would it affects different people differently.
See you later, V-Rifty.
And what happened was it would reproduce itself with somebody that's close to the other person, so they can actually get close enough to infect the other person. Because it obviously knows, because it is with the person.
Yeah.
It finds somebody that's close to the person it's attached to, hosted It's close to its host, and it reproduces at least once in its lifetime. But Hazard, his strain, I guess, was what might be what you call it. Bonded a little differently with his DNA.
Yeah.
And gave him much more powers than most people get. And also the ones that are created by a singular one, that like just a normal created zombie or whatever, is going to be totally different than a one that's infected by the host.
Yeah,
or by the parasite. So there's a parasite, like the parasite or whatever it would be, kind of like a parasite, I'm just gonna keep saying parasite because that's the closest thing I can think of. That carries the virus with it. It itself is not necessarily the virus, but the virus comes with the parasite. And the parasite reproduces and creates another one, like as in Suicide and Hazard. They're infected with parasites, which are impossible to remove, or else you will actually die, I think, is what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
But because the parasite would probably, then the virus would get you, and then you'd probably just die.
So I've actually already made rules for how Suicide's zombies work that she makes. I've already set rules for that because they're going to be pretty prominent enemies in Chapter 1. Essentially, the way that they work, with the exception of the one that will become prisoner, because he's sort of like her lead soldier,
he can be one that's infected with a parasite instead, technically.
Actually, I sort of have a twist planned for why he's different, but he's still basically a normal zombie. You'll understand in game. There is a reason for why he's different. It's sort of given in game.
Okay.
I can't really explain without giving spoilers, so I'm not going to.
Okay. Well,
all the other ones, they are hive mind style connected to Suicide. So in the event that she feels pain, they will also feel pain. And they have no free will and no real mind. They are essentially dead. And also, something I've decided is, if a sword cleaves through them, instead of cutting the spiral into, like, flakes and dust.
Interesting.
Well, it's going to lead to some very cool descriptions where I go, has your sword cleaves right through the neck of this being, there is almost a smoke screen that follows it, and behind you, what was once this being that was a danger to your life, all that is left is a fog cloud of dust. And shit like that.
Trying to think of.
Did I put glowstone down? I did. Good. Alright, Neil, come on. You got a creative head. What else do you add?
But the virus itself isn't is contractable, but the parasite isn't. It can only be spread through the parasite itself. And it typically only reproduces like once or twice. The most would be like twice.
Okay.
And it's kind of reached symbiosis with Hazard. Almost. Except whenever he dies.
I mean, I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but there are definitely gonna be arcs for each character. And, you know, even, like, we already sort of know what Hazard's arc is. Like, everybody's arc, for the most part, for the first chapter, is going to be learning how to, you know, cooperate with each other. This new world where people with powers are somewhat common, but also somewhat oppressed. And also, just dealing with suicide. And, you know, it's going to be a lot of just how the first Avengers was a lot of the characters interacting off of each other. That's going to be a lot of Chapter 1. Like,
Right.
there's going to be a lot more scenes where you guys aren't in costume. And also, James, like, just to give a little bit of a tease, James is really pissed off at both you and Pfeiffer that you don't have secret identities.
Well, I mean, technically I don't need one.
You don't need one, but...
However, I do typically go by Hazard rather than Ty.
Well, James's whole thing is, you know, if they see the little the boy who, on the street earlier was saving the day with, like, superpowers, and they see the assassin guy who was always saving the day with superpowers, and then a third guy, and then they think that there's usually a third guy when they're saving the day with superpowers, people are just gonna figure out that James is Zero Force. So literally every time he hangs out with you, he is wearing a disguise. He is just very like, hey, look, I like you guys, but you are a liability. And he's not wrong. You guys would give him away.
Yeah.
To the point where if you guys don't learn his secret identity naturally through the story, he's not going to tell you it. Because he doesn't want that to be public knowledge.
Which is a fairly good idea.
Also, James, like...
No, I'm going all the way up here. I got a crafting
even
table
though
in my...
both you and Chris's characters have, like, jobs and are, like, somewhat assassins to a degree, James is arguably the most busy because he's actually in college. Meaning, literally, when he's not, like, for those of you out there who are unaware,
Damn.
College lifestyle fucking sucks. You have very little free time.
How would you know you didn't do college?
I did do college.
You did a little.
I did it for a little bit. I had to live the college lifestyle for a little bit. That is a lie. I did all my shit online. But I lived with people who went to college, and also I had to sort of be the best friend for a lot of people who went through college bullshit, and I gotta tell you, it is hell. You do not get, like, relationships die via college. It's a miracle we have stayed in touch with Chris this long.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's been in some pretty rough places recently because of stuff like that. But we are cool friends.
I don't want to say that college is evil, but college is pretty evil. Like, I don't think it's college's fault that college is evil. It's just going to college creates a lot of situations where, you know, you have to make a lot of sacrifices. And while the responsible thing is to make those sacrifices, they aren't necessarily if you weren't going to college. And James is not only balancing college life, but he's also secretly a superhero. It is... So imagine that hell, plus, oh yeah, every night you're staying up pretty much the entire night and fighting crime and getting your ass kicked regularly.
Or kicking ass.
Oh no, he kicks his fair share of ass, but, you know, if you are a superhero to any degree, you're getting your ass kicked a bit.
Most
You
time, yeah.
can't
At least once or
not
twice.
get your ass kicked. That's not the superhero way. You gotta get... If there is an ass, it must be kicked, whether it is yours or a villain's.
Yeah.
Ass is meant to be kicked. So says the wisest of all the sages. Alright, what am I fucking missing here? Okay. Badoop, badoop, badoop. Wait, what the fuck am I missing here? Oh. Okay. I found out what the fuck I was missing here. I was building in the wrong spot.
Wow.
God, every time you do it, I think of her. Maybe that's also because I saw her just the other day, and it was like, hi! And she was like, hey, wanna come over and we can, like, talk and shit? And I was like, hey, come over, we'll talk and shit. So she came over, and we talked. And shit.
And shit.
Yeah, and shit. We shat together.
That was probably
Nothing
cool.
serious, nothing serious. Okay, I'm turning on flying, but just so I can see something from above.
Well, I finished another room, basically.
Oh, you finished your nether room?
Not that one.
Oh, another room.
Yeah.
What the fuck was I trying to do? Oh yeah, this shit. Okay, so hold on. I mean, I'm not trying to ignore you, but I can't think about more than one thing right now. My mind is a dumb.
The carpet is in my inventory.
Whip it to your inventory. One. Okay. So I've done that wrong too. So this has to be right then. Oh, we got a comment. Which Kneale are we watching right now? You are watching So Tired He's Kinda High, Kneale. He's not actually high, but he's so tired that if you smelled weed in the air, like if someone else had done weed in the same room, you would assume it was him who did it because he's just acting like a dingus. A dingus dongle. What the fuck am I doing wrong? What is this? Okay. So, what? Wait, what? I feel so fucking stupid, but I don't understand. Okay, fly in the air. Let's see this. Okay, I'm doing this right. Okay, still right. Okay, that's all you gotta do, Kneale. Just gotta do 3 this way. And then you're done. There, you did it, Kneale. Did you? Did you do it? Yeah. Yeah, you did it. I did it. I did it wrong. There we go. I did it. Skylar, are you dead?
I'm here.
You're so quiet. Okay, so...
I get that way sometimes.
I mean, that is the way. Drink some more coffee. I don't drink coffee. Coffee is nasty.
I like coffee.
I don't like coffee. Well, you have a job.
I do.
And you get up early.
Early?
Well, early and late. You work late.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm just saying. Coffee is less of a
Dirty bean water.
desire for you and more of a you need that sweet, sweet release.
Dirty bean water.
Dirty bean water. Ew. That's nasty.
Good dirty bean water.
Kristen, stop being kinky. Kristen comments, Skylar works really hard to please you. Kristen, must I remind you that I have to wait till he finishes until I can come over to his house? Pervs. Voobda voobda voobda. No, I broke a glowstone. Ah, da ba. Okay, I'm becoming very inefficient. If Calum were here, he'd probably have a heart attack. Yeah, Calum has to learn to appreciate a good old-fashioned homosexual humor joke. And for the record, there's nothing wrong in any way with being homosexual. As far as I am concerned, if you love somebody, you should, not only should you be with them, but you are doing a disservice to yourself if you are not at least trying to pursue such a relationship. And of course, if the other person doesn't feel the same way, then that's a different story altogether. But if you just refuse to try because you're convinced you're going to fail, that's not fair to you, and that's not fair to the other person. So I believe, regardless of sex, gender, I mean, age is important. Age is important in this scenario, but regardless of sex, gender, I think if you have feelings for someone, you should go for it. I personally am a straight man. However, love has no gender. You remember that one episode of SAO Abridged where it's just like, you're not a girl, you're not a girl either. I'm okay with this. Me too.
Yeah.
Love has no gender.
It's the first episode. It's funny. I love SAO.
That was
Abridged.
fucking hilarious. God, I need to rewatch those because I think the series is over now. Like SAO Abridged is over now.
I'm not sure actually.
Well, if it's still going, then I
They
need
take
to
a
get
long
caught.
time to make another episode. Like they've done like one or two episodes like every other year. It's weird.
I am really proud of this Hawkeye. Like, obviously not as proud as I am of the Banner store, but, you know, this is a good follow-up. I think it's time to start calling it a night, though, Sky. I think we're reaching that point.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired.
Here, let me come over to your house. Let's take a look at everything. What all did you build this episode?
Well, I mean, I was gonna meet you at the door, but
Not
What all
right
did
here.
I build this evening?
Yeah.
I made the ladder case. My secret trapdoor
Mm.
to go down to basement.
Empty room.
Empty room. You say empty. I say magic. Oops. And then you go up ladder to leave. This room ain't done yet. I got more stuff coming.
Hold on. Kristen commented, hopefully other people come back for other episodes. We can confirm that a new person is coming in for future episodes and probably will be involved with most of the streams. Chris is currently paying his PSN. Gwen can pop up whenever, but me and her are in a weird sort of situation because we broke up and shit, so, you know, don't expect her by any means.
Library.
Oh, it is better. You have
This table to read.
Table.
There's going to be another lectern here. I just don't have equipment yet. I probably could make it. But I just didn't. This is enchantment table.
Yes, it is.
Can we go up to my room? I added it.
Well, hold on, just real fast before I forget. And with Kyle doesn't have a PS4, so he can only play when he's here. So hopefully when Chance comes, Chance will become our number 3. Oh, you do the black and white.
I changed the carpet, then I added magma cream to MS, make a morph ball. Or bomb.
Look better that way.
Dun, da, da.
Hey Skylar, check this out. I'm a splash of water. If you left click, you just do this forever. And if I frame the camera, you placed blocks. But if I frame the camera just the right way, like this way, and I do that, it just sort of looks like... I like perfectly have it look like masturbation right now.
Look.
Yeah.
Look at Venom now. He's got a tongue.
Hold on. Venom, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then he ate all the reindeer and killed Santa too. Venom, the red-nosed symbiote. Next he's gonna come eat you. I got there. Alright, we gotta do something funny to end the episode, though.
I'm gonna swim in the goo.
Why don't you come down here, Skylar? Why don't you come down here?
But I wanna swim in the goo.
No, come down here. Come down here. Okay, now come up here. Come up here. Okay, now back down. Ow! This is the game.
Oh, my dog's gonna kill
dogs!
you.
Dogs! No, dogs! Please! Please, dogs! Oh no, I should probably let them kill me, because if not, they're gonna drown themselves. Dogs, come over here. Set them down. There. Good.
They're fine now.
Okay. Good. Great.
Like, my dogs are gonna kill you. Oh god, no.
Get out of the water, guys! Ah, shit. Wait, no, no, wait. Okay, I got out. I survived. I only have one heart, but I made it. You barely made it out alive. Yeah, I did. You know, this will be one of the first episodes we end without me dying. So thanks everybody for watching. It's been a good old episode. Skylar, how many levels do you have?
10.
Oh, well, I'm not going to kill you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Even though the stream sort of had to get broken up into two, we thank everybody for episode 20. We got there, and hopefully we'll have, like, hopefully we'll get to 100 one day. In this same world, doing shit. We'll find out what's going on with Shadow Hippie. If that was even Shadow Hippie. Maybe we ruined somebody's house. But for now, everybody, bye.
Bye.
Rigor mortis!